It is cold, windy, and raining out today. It's the complete opposite of what it was yesterday. Yesterday it was sunny and t-shirt weather, and it was super dope to fly. As you saw, I went out and flew trains and stuff. But today it's cold, and I'm probably not going to be doing any flying today. So I want to talk to you guys about my channel and where it's going and what I'm doing with it, why the content has changed recently, and why I do the things that I do. I'm going to talk about my ego. I'm going to talk about my content as far as how it's not all FPV related. I'm going to talk about how I'm an asshole and all of these things. I get a lot of hate comments, so you know, I read them and I'm like, wow, okay, wow, that's really like something that actually this person thinks about me. So I'd like to just give you a little bit of a background about where I'm at, what I'm going through, how I'm changing things, and all of that stuff. So first off, let me talk about social media and my perception of social media. And what I did in high school and stuff based on social media, and I honestly didn't like it, and I'll tell you why. So let's get started. So I guess high school was kind of, I'm 26, about to be 27 next week, or actually this week in 3 days. And honestly, going through high school as an introvert skateboarder, I had a lot of friends. Like, I wasn't really in like the skater group. I had friends in all groups: theater, jocks, skateboarders, just nerdy kids. It didn't matter. I'm pretty good at picking up on people that are genuine and people that have true intention of being a good person, and not necessarily in a Christian way, because I am not religious, but in a way that is just a general, like, I guess true. They're true to themselves, and that is something that's a quality that's very hard to come by. And not just today, just in general, it is very hard to come by. I've met a lot of people in my life, and the people that stand out to me, the people that I want to make connections with, they're very, very rare. I would say out of the thousands of people that I've met in my life, there are probably less than 50 that I have met that I can say are true to themselves and would tell you what's going on regardless of whatever. I mean, it doesn't matter that they're like, they don't know you that well. They're just genuine, they're true to themselves, and they're confident enough to say, hey, this is happening right now, and this is what I'm going through, and this is how I'm dealing with it. Now, at the same time, so going through high school, meeting very few people like this, it's kind of difficult to say, hey, you know, I have friends, but they're chilling. But what I'm getting at with the age group that I'm dealing with is, like, I'm 27 years old, right? So going through there, social media had just started. Facebook, MySpace, they had all just started. Like, MySpace was dying, Facebook was coming in when I was in high school. And it started to get to the point where, like, social media started taking over how people portrayed you. So if you had a certain social media presence, then people looked at you differently. So it didn't matter if you were like this really cool person. If you didn't portray yourself as cool online, then you weren't necessarily cool. If you didn't have X amount of followers, and I think this is very true today. I mean, you see people in high school, they're like, oh man, this girl's got 26,000 followers, like, she must be really cool. Who knows if those followers are fake? You kind of look at their ratio, you're like, wow, they have 30,000 followers and they have 100 likes on like 10 of their photos. What the hell's going on? So it could be fake, and honestly most of the time it is fake, and that's what really kind of grinded my gears. It was all about who you know, who you knew, how you manipulated that person to get what you wanted. And that was like the thing that I wasn't good at. It was like making friends with people that you didn't really want to be friends with, so that you could manipulate them in a way to get somewhere that you wouldn't normally get, like kissing ass to some kid because his dad is a president of a business that you want to have a job at, or I don't know, maybe dating this girl because you really don't want to date that girl, but you wanted to date her friend, so you used her to get to that. Like, that's just stuff that I am against, and I don't do that stuff, and it kind of honestly has probably hurt, like, me succeeding in certain areas of my life in professional standpoint, because I don't manipulate people like that, and I have a problem with people that manipulate like that, and that is one thing that I don't condone, or I don't put myself around. So going through high school, hated politics because of that reason, hated social media because of how fake it was, how many people were going, oh yeah, look, I did this weekend, I went on the lake, look at that, look, like, I'm hanging out with this hot girl, look at this, oh my god, like, I'm really cool now, I'm gonna hashtag, like, frog life or something, and I'm gonna be the most badass person in the world because I have 10,000 followers. So that is one thing that I just, yeah, pissed me off. So I didn't even partake in it. I had a Facebook account, but honestly, I didn't really do much on it. I didn't even like Instagram, I didn't do anything like that. So when I started to get into FPV, this changed, obviously, because I started to get into FPV. I went on YouTube, I found a video, a Team Black Sheep video. I watched a plane dive down a building. I watched it dive down things. I watched Trappy. I kind of got involved with the lifestyle of like going out and flying and like hanging out with friends that you enjoy being with and using technology to do certain things that could never have been done before and putting cameras in places they could never have been put before. And like videography was obviously not one thing that I was super interested in. I was interested in physical sports like skateboarding, and I had gotten into rock climbing and stuff. So all of this stuff was changing for me, and I didn't like social media, and yet at the same time I wanted to get into this because I was very technology driven, having a electronics engineering degree and having a lot of electronics engineering experience, and also having a art-based experience and art-based background with music. I can't draw to save my life, but holy crap, I can find good music and understand what a good artist is for me. And I do pride myself on my music taste, and I think a lot of people on my channel enjoy my channel because of the music that I pick, and I do that specifically for a reason. I enjoy listening to it, so I want to put it on the stuff that I like, so hopefully you guys like that. But at the same time, so getting into it, there were a lot of people making names for themselves, like Sharpoo and Metal Danny and Boris B and all these guys that are making names for themselves in the FPV community by basically putting a video out there of them flying a mini quad and then putting music to it and editing it in a way so that it kind of portrayed their personality. Now, portraying your personality using another object is kind of difficult unless people know you. However, they were able to do it, and that was what kind of intrigued me. It was like, holy crap, I can portray someone, basically myself, through how I fly this toy and how I make a video. So that was like really intriguing to me because I'd never thought that you could do that without actually physically doing it yourself. So I was like, wow, I can use this thing to kind of make myself look a certain way, even though I honestly suck at faking anything. So it was just me portraying myself, but using another device to do that. And now over time, it came like, holy crap, I'm now taking this device and it's making me do things that I would normally do, but I didn't have the confidence to do before. And that's kind of how my channel has changed in the last 6 months to a year. Like, I started realizing that, hey, there are so many pilots, there's a huge influx of pilots, there's so many good people on the sticks these days, and there's so many videos being made, like, how do you stand out anymore? Because there are so many people that are gonna just copy you or ride coattails and gain popularity off something you did, or like, and that was one thing that kind of went against me faking. Like, I did things genuinely and I tried not to ride coattails and I tried to do things that would make me stand out, but then you have people that just go behind your back and talk shit and go and say, oh, I did this first, blah blah blah, this is me, like, look at me, and then they would get the fame from it and it would piss me off. So the one thing that you cannot fake is genuine personality, like genuineness. Now I'm turning into PewDiePie making up words. It's being genuine and having truthful content and being true to yourself and understanding, having the confidence to say, hey, this is me and I am me and I'm going to continue to be me regardless of if I get hate comments or regardless if I do shit that people don't like. I'm gonna do this because it's me and it's what I would do, and that makes me different from everyone else in the world. So doing that, I started seeing, hey, well, I can do this by making content about me because, hey, like, this is fun, I enjoy creating content with a drone, but yet there's so many people doing it already, can I do it in a different way? And that's when I started, it dawned upon me to do the vlog thing. I was like, holy crap, I'm gonna vlog now. Like, this is cool, I'm gonna go out, I'm gonna film myself, and I'm gonna film the experience, which is honestly something that I was seeing lacking in this community, was like, hey, there aren't really many people out there that show you how they did things. They'll tell you in a description, and they'll write a little post about it, but you can't actually physically see it, and I'm a very visual learner, so when I go online and I want to learn something, go to YouTube University, as I call it, you can go online and you can just watch something 3 times and then go out and try it, and you kind of get the feel for it based on how you watch someone's body move or how you watch them do a particular thing. Again, drawing cannot do. But pretty much anything else I can pick up pretty quickly, basically by watching somebody do it. So I got into vlogging, I started making YouTube content based around FPV, and then I started making YouTube content not only about FPV, but about the experience and also just other experiences, not necessarily revolving around FPV, but revolving around myself. And I'm getting a lot of like mixed reviews these days, a lot of positive comments, a lot of positive feedback, but there are occasionally, I'm getting more negative feedback now than I was when I was just posting FPV videos. However, my audience, I think, has outgrown the FPV only community. So I would say, I don't want to give like exact numbers, but I think at least 50% of my subscribers are here for FPV, and then the other 50% are here because of me. And I don't know if that ratio is correct, but I do think that me having a personality and portraying it online, not necessarily having an ego and being an asshole, I'm literally just being myself. And I don't know why some people think that I'm being an asshole for doing what I normally do, and I'm not being mean to anybody. I'm just being myself, being honest and genuine, and trying to be as truthful as I can and portray it in a way that is entertaining for you guys and also for myself, because I do enjoy going back and watching videos and watching the memories that I had, because memories are something that you learn from and then you move on. And that is one thing that I'm trying to grasp, because I tend to cling on to things, and I need to learn to let that go. And it is one thing that, I don't know, I'm working on it, and this is honestly why I'm making all of these videos. I'm understanding that, hey, like, I have a passion for editing, I have a passion for making content, I have a passion for capturing content. It doesn't necessarily always involve first-person view. However, it is a tool that I use to create the content that I create and make it unique, so that other people cannot go out there and immediately copy what I'm doing, because honestly, they can't be me, and they can't fly a drone in a particular way that I fly it, and they also can't interact with the same people that I am interacting with, and they also can't do it in the same environments that I'm doing it in. And all of these things together make me who I am and make this channel what it is. And that is one thing that kind of I feel like is helping me grow and also helping my channel grow, is because I'm understanding that I'm being a certain way and I'm being myself, and I'm confident in myself and how I portray myself online, and I am confident saying that, hey, I am going to make this video because I want to make this video, and I'm going to show it and share it with you guys because it helps me by sharing it. I don't know, but at the same time, content is changing on my channel. There is stuff that's coming out that might not necessarily have been on my channel 6 months ago, or even a year ago, or even 2 months ago, but it is stuff that I feel like I'm trying to portray a positive outlook on, not necessarily just life, but everything in general. Being generous, being truthful, being genuine, all of these things, these traits and traits that people just don't have that often anymore. I meet very few people that have these traits that are legitimately using them to their full extent, instead of hiding behind walls because they've been hurt or something like that, or maybe blah blah blah. And I know everybody has been through a situation that has changed them, but this is me saying that regardless of what I've done or who I've been with or how many friends I've had, I've maintained my genuine personality and my truthful take on life, and I will continue to do that. So if you have a problem with that, then you can unsubscribe, because that's really easy. You just go up and go. If you don't have a problem with that and you enjoy the content that I create, and you can handle the occasional video of me climbing and skateboarding or doing something that's not FPV related, because I just enjoy making content, then I welcome you, and I invite you to tell your friends to come check me out and partake in what is my life, because I get to do so many cool things that normal people would not get to do, just based on the FPV related relationships that I've made over the last year and a half or 2 years, and it's just crazy where it's going. So I just want to thank you guys for the people that do stay positive and try to help me when they can tell that I'm in a bad place, or they can tell that I'm trying to make a change. I really appreciate you guys for being there for me, even though you don't know me. So thank you, and you guys have a good day, and I'll see you very soon.